Well, hello everyone. It's like I talked to you about. It's like pick up in the bag. Is that with most of us, if we're familiar with like knowing about, it's like if we were to have like what you call gift bags, is with the gift bags right here. It's like with the gift baggie is knowing about. It's like type of bag to where if you want to give to somebody, or it's like to keep a, it's like keep like a handy shopping bag, or it's like a handy bag for maybe a few things to keep in. But so far as talking about is pick up in a bag, is it could be talking about is like what you call is like with car insurance. If it's what you call if you drive a Jeep or a Hummer, or it's like a Jeep it's like Jeep Cherokee, or it's like a Malunky or anything like that, Pontiac. There's knowing about it, like any type of luxury or muscle, let's say sports car is knowing about what you call is like for pickup in a bag, is it talking about what's like with the insurance. Most of us will probably think about that. Yeah, whenever you're young, then of course that you'll probably maybe like that you'll get something maybe kind of like this right here. It's like this, like right here, like remote control. Dun 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 dun. Dun. You got right here is the remote control, and the typical stuff that you think that you wanted to play with whenever you were young. It is, of course, with batteries. It's got remote control, and then of course you got the forward and reverse and driving, and then it's like the for the new RC. It's like controls. Right, you got right here is it the steering controls. It's like knowing about the how the controls on the remote control turn the so like from the left to the right. It is. It says on here it's like what you call is for radio control. For full function it is, but anyway, you normally think about you buy stuff like this whenever you're young, of course. Even whenever you get older, of course, you would buy stuff like this, just maybe kind of keep it in reminder. It is knowing about that. Yeah, that it's like with the pickup baggie. It is knowing about. It's like with the pickup. The guy would say with the remote control, then right here in the baggie right here, and this kind of reminds me whenever I was young. It's like if it was my birthday, maybe my 25th or my 28th birthday, it's known as like, oh, it's so nice to have a baggie. It's like it's nice to have a baggie because like I wonder what's in it, and then knowing about it's like you got a car, like a truck, but the other than that you got right here is like you got a car, a truck, but like what is the difference, huh? But then with the truck is knowing about is like we say with the type of way it drives it is, and knowing about what with the insurance it is, it's knowing about it's like if your insurance rates go up or down, it's like knowing about what the insurance coverages and stuff. But other than that is knowing about whenever you're young that you like to play with the wheels, and then of course you like to maybe push it around a couple of times as well. But then on here and too right here, as you got right here is with the truck, just knowing about maybe if it's your favorite color, maybe you just like the way it drives or anything like that. If you get on the driver's seat or the passenger side or whatever with on one of the actual trucks, but if you have a toy truck, it's only kind of get yourself an idea. Get one of these. Really, at the store, you may pay about maybe $3 or $4 for it. But just if you think about it, it's like if you multiply 4 times 750 days, or maybe 1,820 days, out of 6 or 7 years, or whatever you call it, what's your answer? Then that more likely you could probably think about maybe $1,400, something like that. About that much is like so far as knowing about it's like whatever you could work out with. So if get yourself when you say a truck like this, or you say knowing about it's like you really how long does it take really to save up amount of money to get an actual something like this that drives, huh? But other than that, you're probably thinking about really that can't happen unless if you were to get a loan or something. You got another truck right here. What the truck right here is knowing about it's like the way it drives, and of course with the insurance. But this type of stuff that I remember playing with whenever I was young, besides the Lego sets and stuff, that I remember that I would play with, besides of course my computer. But other than that is knowing about that you have is like with the truck right here, like the pickup and the baggie it is. You have right here is like pick up in a baggie, and more likely I can maybe look at this as like what you call as like something that you're more likely knowing about is like give to someone and knowing about. It's a bag full of surprises. Other than that, let's talk about the things from that you had whenever you were young. Just thinking about where you're at now is just knowing about how costly things are. But on your end too, knowing about that really, more likely it'll be affordable. More likely that if you get the basics about how it works, with the insurance, and knowing about the fact about that you buy something, and let's just say if it has like what you call maybe a big strobe light on the front, it is you got right there is where you say with remote control. It's like remote control. But other than that, is talk about it's like we say is the pickup in the baggie. It's like so far as you say it's like surprise in the baggie. But other than that, is knowing about this reminds me whenever I was young, is knowing about like between the it's like the surprise in the baggie, and knowing like with the truck right here is knowing about opening up the box right here and just knowing about it's a pickup. Like no, actually it's like this, like it's a Silverado. It's a Silverado. It's like goes boom 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 boom. But other than that, it's talking about it's like knowing about that. Yeah, you can work the controls right, but then on your hand too, that knowing about is that if you were to think about it, it's like you take a to take a notepad right here is knowing about the cost of insurance. It's like well, I'll go and write down on my shirt and I'll be able to remember it next time, huh? But other than that, it's talking about if you were to maybe be working your bills, it is knowing about it's like it may be a few pages, maybe a few sets, say, of math it is of talking about what needs to be paid or something like that. But on the other hand, too, that knowing about really of getting caught up and then of course taking responsibility of what you gotta do. More likely, I guess they could probably think about that. Hey, that's just the thing that whenever you buy something that knowing about, it's like what I call it's like surprise in a baggie. So far as the pickup baggie, it is the surprise will be is like the thing that more likely it's like thinking about expecting maybe on my 10th birthday. It is just knowing about that really what is my birthday present going to be in the next 20 years from now? Huh? I had no idea. But other than that, it's talking about maybe it's like what you call it is like pickup in a baggie. So far, it's like talking about it's like so far as what you call, and so far as the fun toys, is so far as talk about what you call is pick up in a baggie.